Bea Arthur was born on May 13, 1922 in New York City, and long before television audiences knew her as Dorothy Zbornik, she had already lived a remarkable life, even serving in the U.S. Marine Corps during World War II before turning to acting. Her deep voice and razor-sharp delivery first brought her acclaim on Broadway, where she won a Tony Award for the musical Mame in 1966. Television made her a household name when she starred as the fearless, outspoken Maude Finley in the sitcom Maude, earning an Emmy Award in 1977. But her most beloved role arrived in 1985 when she stepped into the shoes of Dorothy Zbornik on The Golden Girls. Tall, sarcastic, and endlessly witty, Dorothy became the show's emotional anchor, delivering unforgettable deadpan lines while keeping Blanche, Rose, and Sophia in check. The performance earned Bea Arthur another Emmy in 1988 and helped turn the series into one of television's most iconic comedies. After the show ended, she continued performing on stage and even toured with a one-woman show that reminded audiences just how commanding she could be alone on stage. On April 25, 2009, at the age of 86, Bea Arthur passed away at her home in Los Angeles after battling cancer. Betty White was born on January 17, 1922, in Oak Park, Illinois. Long before the Golden Girls, she had already become famous as the mischievous Sue Nivens on The Mary Tyler Moore Show, a role that earned her 2 Emmy Awards and revealed her remarkable gift for blending sweetness with perfectly timed comedy. In 1985, she stepped into the role of Rose Nyland on The Golden Girls. Rose was innocent, endlessly kind, and known for her wonderfully bizarre stories about life in St. Olaf, Minnesota. Betty White turned that character into one of the most beloved figures in sitcom history, winning another Emmy in 1986 and delivering lines fans still quote today, including Rose's unforgettable wisdom. "The older you get, the better you get unless you're a banana." Her career lasted more than 8 decades, from early television and game shows to modern hits like Hot in Cleveland, proving her humor never faded with time. On December 31, 2021, at the age of 99, Betty White passed away peacefully at her Los Angeles home after suffering a stroke, just weeks before her 100th birthday. Rue McClanahan, born February 21, 1934, in Healton, Oklahoma. Long before she became television's most glamorous Southern belle, she trained in theater and built her craft on stage in New York. In the 1970s, she gained major recognition as Vivian Harmon on Maude, starring alongside Bea Arthur, where her warm comedic timing first caught national attention. But in 1985, she stepped into the role that would define her career, Blanche Devereaux on The Golden Girls. Blanche was confident, dramatic, and famously flirtatious, always telling glamorous stories about her romantic adventures in the South. McClanahan turned the character into one of television's most unforgettable personalities, winning a Primetime Emmy Award in 1987 and delivering lines fans still quote today, including Blanche's proud declaration, "I'm from the South, flirting is part of my heritage." She continued the role in the spin-off The Golden Palace and also appeared in popular shows like Mama's Family and later projects such as Sordid Lives, the series. On June 3, 2010, at the age of 76, Rue McClanahan passed away in New York after suffering a massive stroke. Estelle Getty was born on July 25, 1923, in New York City, and for decades she worked quietly in theater before television finally discovered what audiences would never forget. In The Golden Girls, starting in 1985, she played the unforgettable Sophia Petrillo, the sharp-tongued Sicilian mother whose stories always began with the famous line, "Picture it, Sicily." With her fearless one-liners and perfect comedic timing, Sophia often stole every scene, earning Estelle Getty both a Golden Globe and an Emmy Award for the role. Even though she was actually younger than her on-screen daughter, Bea Arthur, she transformed completely into the fiery, elderly matriarch audiences loved. After retiring in 2000 due to declining health, Estelle Getty passed away on July 22, 2008, at the age of 84, just 3 days before her 85th birthday, after a long battle with Lewy body dementia. Herb Edelman was born on November 5, 1933, in Brooklyn, New York, and became one of television's most memorable character actors. In The Golden Girls, he played Stanley "Stan" Zbornik, the unreliable but oddly lovable ex-husband of Dorothy. Every time he appeared at the door with his sheepish line, "Hi, it's me, Stan," audiences knew trouble and laughter were coming. Stan's ridiculous business ideas, like the famous Zborny, and his endless attempts to win Dorothy back made him feel like the show's unofficial fifth Golden Girl. Edelman's perfect comic timing even earned him 2 Emmy nominations for the role. Sadly, on July 21, 1996, Herb Edelman passed away in Los Angeles at the age of 62 due to emphysema. But for fans of the Golden Girls, Stan Zbornik's awkward charm and unforgettable entrances still live on. Harold Gould was a respected American character actor born on December 10, 1923, in Schenectady, New York, who became known for playing intelligent, warm-hearted characters on television. In The Golden Girls, he portrayed Miles Weber, the gentle college professor and devoted boyfriend of Rose Nyland. Their sweet relationship brought a softer, romantic side to the series, especially when the show revealed the surprising twist that Miles was secretly living in the witness protection program. Gould had a remarkable career with over 300 TV appearances, including his beloved role as Martin Morgenstern on Rhoda and film roles in The Sting and Freaky Friday. Sadly, Harold Gould passed away on September 11, 2010, at the age of 86 in Woodland Hills, California, after battling prostate cancer. Bill Dana was born on October 5, 1924, in Quincy, Massachusetts, and became one of television's most recognizable comedians long before appearing on The Golden Girls. He first found major fame in the 1960s with his hugely popular comedy character Jose Jimenez, a shy man who introduced himself with the famous line, "My name, Jose Jimenez," a role that even inspired his own sitcom, The Bill Dana Show. But for Golden Girls fans, Dana is best remembered as Angelo, Sophia Petrillo's mischievous younger brother, a charming but often dishonest priest who constantly showed up with wild stories and schemes, usually driving Dorothy crazy while Sophia defended him no matter what. His appearances between 1988 and 1992 became fan-favorite episodes thanks to his loud Sicilian pride and hilarious lines like, "You mean I shave on my shoulders for nothing?" Besides acting, Dana was also a talented comedy writer who worked on classic shows like Get Smart and wrote memorable television sketches for decades. Bill Dana passed away on June 15, 2017, in Nashville, Tennessee, at the age of 92 from natural causes. Sid Melton was an American character actor born on May 22, 1917, in New York City, who spent more than 6 decades bringing lively comedy to film and television. In The Golden Girls, 1985, he appeared as Salvatore Sal Petrillo, the late husband of Sophia and the father of Dorothy, often seen in humorous flashbacks and dream sequences that revealed the fiery Sicilian marriage behind Sophia's famous stories. His loud arguments with Sophia, usually ending with a surprising moment of affection, became some of the show's most memorable scenes. Although many fans remember him as Sal, Melton had already built a long television career, including his popular role as the bumbling handyman Alf Monroe on Green Acres and Uncle Charlie on The Danny Thomas Show. After nearly 70 years in entertainment, Sid Melton passed away on November 2, 2011, at the age of 94 in Burbank, California, from pneumonia, leaving behind a legacy of classic television comedy. Nancy Walker was born on May 10, 1922, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and became famous for her sharp comedic voice and fearless personality on television. In The Golden Girls, 1985, she played Angela Vecchio, Sophia Petrillo's stubborn and equally fiery sister. Whenever Angela and Sophia shared the screen, their explosive arguments turned into some of the show's funniest family moments. In one classic scene, Angela fires off the unforgettable insult, "May your marinara sauce never cling to your pasta." Despite appearing in only a few episodes, Walker's performance was so memorable it even earned her an Emmy nomination. Long before visiting Miami, she was already beloved as Ida Morgenstern on Rhoda and as the sarcastic housekeeper on Macmillan and Wife. After a long career on Broadway, film, and television, Nancy Walker passed away on March 25, 1992, at the age of 69 in Studio City, California, after battling lung cancer. Doris Bilak was born on February 26, 1926, in New York City, and became a respected American character actress known for playing sharp, confident authority figures. On The Golden Girls, she guest starred in season 1 as Gloria Petrillo, Dorothy's glamorous younger sister. Her visit from California created hilarious tension with Dorothy as the two argued about family favoritism and their very different lives, helping establish the character's strong personality early in the series. Bilak was also widely recognized for playing the tough soap opera producer Rita Marshall in Tootsie, starring Dustin Hoffman, and for portraying Anna Volek-Craig on the long-running soap opera One Life to Live. Later, she became a familiar face to television audiences as the sharp-tongued Judge Margaret Berry on Law and Order. Doris Bilak passed away on October 4, 2011, in Manhattan, New York, at the age of 85 from natural causes. Charles Leaven was born on March 12, 1949, in Chicago and became a memorable American character actor, known for his quirky, energetic roles. He played Coca Davis, the witty cook in the Golden Girls pilot, leaving a mark even though the character was later cut to expand Sophia's role. Leaven also shined as Elliot Novak on Alice, had a recurring role on Hill Street Blues, and delivered a hilarious guest turn as the Moyle in Seinfeld. His film work includes Annie Hall, Manhattan, and This Is Spinal Tap. Tragically, in July 2019, at age 70, he died in a remote area near Selma, Oregon, after an accidental fall while trying to get help when his car became stuck, leaving behind a legacy of unforgettable TV and film moments. Sheree North was born January 17, 1932, in Los Angeles and became a dazzling American actress, dancer, and singer. Originally promoted by 20th Century Fox as a new Marilyn Monroe, she starred in musicals like How to Be Very, Very Popular and won a Theatre World Award for her Broadway debut in Hazel Flag. On television, she became a familiar face with roles like Lou Grant's girlfriend on The Mary Tyler Moore Show, Babs Kramer on Seinfeld, and famously as Virginia Hollingsworth, Blanche's sister on The Golden Girls, appearing in the episodes Transplant and Ebb Tide, bringing depth to Blanche's complex family story. Sheree North passed away on November 4, 2005, at age 73, due to complications from cancer surgery in Los Angeles, leaving behind a legacy of versatile performances that span from 1950s musicals to classic TV comedies.